You finally launched the new website. The design looks sharp, pages are optimized, and all the technical stuff is cleaned up. So, is SEO now checked off the list? This is honestly one of the biggest misconceptions we see. SEO isn't a project with a finish line, it's a process. It's way more like investing or staying fit than it is like set it and forget it. One workout doesn't keep you healthy for life. One deposit doesn't fund your retirement. In the same way, one SEO project, even a really good one, doesn't lock in your rankings forever. It just lays the foundation. So the real question isn't, did we do SEO? The real question is, are we investing in SEO every month? Because that's how you build authority, protect your rankings from competitors, and turn your site into a compounding asset that brings in leads year after year. After the launch of a new site, it's normal to see a bump in rankings and traffic. That's exciting. It feels like, cool, it's working. We're done. But that initial boost has a shelf life. If you stop there, you're coasting on momentum, and momentum always runs out. Meanwhile, your competitors aren't stopping. They're publishing new content, earning backlinks, collecting reviews, and tweaking their pages. The truth is, Google only has room for a handful of winners on page one. They're moving and you're not just standing still, you're sliding backwards. On top of that, Google's algorithm keeps changing. Multiple updates a year. Some reward better content, some fight spam, some reshuffle entire industries. Monthly SEO is how you stay aligned with those changes instead of waking up one morning wondering, why did our traffic just drop? And then there's simple decay. Sites that used to link to you go offline. Blog posts get outdated. Competitors publish fresher, more helpful content. If you're not updating, expanding, and maintaining what you have built, your site slowly becomes less relevant in Google's eyes. So when someone says, we did SEO when we launched the site, what they really did was build a great starting point. Without monthly SEO, that starting point slowly fades. With monthly SEO, it becomes an engine that grows stronger over time. Let's talk a little bit about how that engine actually works. First, content. Monthly content is not blogging for the sake of blogging. It's about answering the real questions your ideal clients type into Google, and now into tools like ChatGPT and Perplexity. Over time, you're not just polishing a few service pages, you're building a library of how-tos, FAQs, comparisons, and thought leadership that positions you as the go-to expert in your niche. Second, authority. Every quality backlink and every genuine review is an endorsement for your business. Google rolls these endorsements into your overall reputation score as a website. A good monthly SEO campaign focuses on steadily growing that reputation so you can compete for higher value, more competitive keywords, not just the easy wins. When you combine strong content with growing authority, things start to compound. Every new article has a better chance of ranking because your domain is stronger. Every new link or review lifts not just one page, but your whole website. That's why monthly SEO behaves like investing, not like a one-off campaign. Now, if you're in B2B, legal, industrial, or any other high-value service, this becomes even more important. You're not trying to get thousands of random leads. The search volume is lower by nature. The goal is a smaller number of the right leads, the ones that turn into meaningful long-term clients. In a lot of these niches, a single new client can be worth tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, meaning one deal can easily cover an entire year of SEO and often a lot more. And at that point, SEO stops looking like a cost line and starts looking like one of the highest leverage investments you can make in your pipeline. And remember, these buyers don't impulse buy. They research, they compare, they run due diligence. Seeing you show up again and again in search results, in helpful blog posts, in real reviews, quietly builds the trust they need to put you on their shortlist. And no, your content doesn't need to be perfect on day one. You only store from the shots you take. It's far better to publish good, useful content regularly and then optimize the pieces that show potential than to publish nothing because you're waiting to be perfect. Okay, let's talk about budget and pace for a second, because this is where a lot of people get stuck. Monthly SEO does not mean full throttle forever. Just like you might save aggressively for a few years and then ease into a steadier contribution, your SEO can move from a growth phase and into a maintenance phase. In growth mode, you're pushing hard. More strategic content, more link building, bolder changes to your site, all aimed at expanding your footprint. You can shift into maintenance mode. Here, the goal is to protect what you've built and keep improving it steadily. Refreshing top contents, fixing issues as they pop up, monitoring rankings and conversions, continuing to collect reviews. What you really want to avoid is going from full speed to off. Because even if you hit pause, your competitors don't. Google doesn't, and Decay doesn't. Turning SEO off completely is like stopping maintenance on a rental property. Might look fine for a while until it doesn't. So how do you decide what level of SEO you need? You can ask yourself a few simple questions. First, are we consistently getting the right leads from organic search? Are there keywords or locations we're still missing on? Are our rankings stable or slowly slipping? Has our business changed? New services, new markets, new competitors. If you're thinking we're solid, we just don't want to slide, you're probably ready for a maintenance level plan. If you're thinking we're not where we want to be, you're probably still in growth mode. And finally, if you're going to invest monthly, choose a partner, not just a vendor. You should expect clear, simple reporting that ties back to leads and pipeline. A strategist who knows your business and actually explains what's happening. And a focus on business outcomes, not just rankings for the sake of rankings. At Pronto, that's exactly what we do for service businesses and MSPs. We analyze your competitive landscape, build a tailored SEO roadmap, and run a data-driven monthly campaign that's built around one core question. Is this bringing you more of the right leads? If you're serious about turning your website into a living, breathing asset, not just a pretty brochure, now is the time to think about monthly SEO. Book a quick consultation with our team and we'll walk you through where you are today, where you want to be, and what it would realistically take to get you there. However you move forward, remember this: SEO is no longer a one-time checkbox after launch. Done right, it's an ongoing investment that keeps working for you long after the invoice is paid. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions about monthly SEO for your business, reach out, we're happy to help. And if you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you don't miss future videos on SEO, websites, and digital marketing for service businesses and MSPs. See you in the next one. Bye.